For some adults in the UK, finding work which pays money can be a challenge. There are many people who are excellent at working hard, but if they don't fit into what most people think is a typical job, they can get left behind or ignored in our society.
Hello everyone, it is I, Mark S.W. Welcome back to my channel. Today is World Autism Acceptance Day, and as you all know, I'm autistic and proud of it. But for this year's Acceptance Day, I want to talk about employment, because certain things have developed in the British government which I want to address. For those of you who didn't see my Fiverr video back in January, I'm a self-employed content creator. So not only do I make videos for YouTube, but recently I signed up to both Fiverr and People Per Hour, where I'm offering my services. For now I'm doing voiceover work, and I'm hoping to offer more later in the future. Now the reason why I'm self-employed is because I did try and get a job, but I've always struggled. Some autistic people are lucky and are able to get a job. Unfortunately, I'm one of the unlucky ones. I've tried, but I just keep going round in a circle, back to square one, sending the applications in, and then they're rejected, back to square one, you know how it is. So I thought, well, I don't want to waste my time going round in this circle, so I decided to get involved in freelance work. At least that way, I'm not going back to square one. I've accomplished a lot. I've got a degree in video and animation production. I've made models for filming purposes, I've done tutorial videos, I've built Lego models, I've simplified instructions from words to pictures, I'm trained in first aid, I can do reprographics, that's like doing photocopying and designing leaflets, I'm skilled in Photoshop, I've contributed to podcasts, and I'm an advocate for people with autism, and I've done things like presentations at local and national levels. I've even built IKEA furniture. Now all those things I've listed are the skills I've managed to achieve despite having the following disabilities. Autistic spectrum disorder, you already know. This affects the way I communicate and I experience things in the world. I also suffer from sensory processing disorder. This affects the way that I see, hear, taste, smell and feel things. I also get anxiety, which I think is something that lots of people get. It really affects the way I can control my actions and emotions, especially when it comes to things like executive functioning skills. That's when I have to do things like planning out tasks and prioritizing things. It affects me even more when it comes to changes, because like most autistic people, I hate changes. In fact, you might want to check out the video I did last year about why I hate changes. Another disability? Development language disorder. This is where I struggle with new words and trying to understand what they mean. And I also have dyslexia, which is similar to DLD, but this affects more of my reading and writing. The problem is, most people think that autistic people are lazy, we just want to lie in bed all day. Well, that's where they're wrong. Autistic people do want to work. But first, we have to be in the right environment and have the right support. Now, I prefer to work in a quiet room on my own with only a few colleagues who understand my needs and are willing to support me. I work 25 hours a week, and not just filming and editing, also planning the videos as well, because you can't film straight away if you haven't got a plan. And sometimes I work 48 hours a week if I'm editing something very big or special. I could never cope working in a pressured factory environment where I would have to make lots of items at a certain speed and at a certain deadline and have lots of people shouting at me, work harder, work faster, get on with it. And remember, no slacking. Apart from the skills that you're good at, there are other skills that you need in order to get a job. But because of my autism and other disabilities, I can't achieve those skills. I can't work in a team unless I know what the roles of the people are. I can't read or write fluently. I can't follow a list of verbal instructions. I can't multitask. And I don't do social chat. I don't like talking about politics and football. That's why the solution for me is simple. Just be self-employed. That way I'm working in a safe and comfortable environment. I can work at my own pace to meet the deadlines, and I feel more confident and more creative. I have more time to work on things that I'm good at. For example, this video. The problem is that the British government don't like self-employed people for two reasons. One, they see self-employed people as amateurs, not professional people, and that's why they get left out and ignored. Because 10 years ago, some people would have been unsure whether to class YouTube as a professional career. But these days, it's acceptable, especially in America. Here in the UK, people are still debating about it. Some of them are just unsure whether it's a career or a hobby. Well, to me, it's a career. 2, the government would prefer it if everyone in the UK got a typical job. Then we all have to pay taxes, and the taxes will be put towards things that the government may think are useful, but we, the public, disagree. In fact, what the government could do is use the taxes to invest in ways of stopping scammers and those committing forgery. You see, the government has several organisations that involve giving money to those in need. But there are some people out there who are scamming the government and tricking them so they just take the money. It's those type of people that the government should be targeting and stopping from getting any benefits. But they're not doing that. It just looks like they're only targeting the more vulnerable people, like disabled people. Of course, it is true that the government doesn't like giving money to those in need. Well, I say hard cheese. For the last couple of years, I've had several people helping me and supporting me to get me to where I am right now. They've seen that I've got a lot of potential. And because of this, they've asked me to share a statement with you guys.
As supporters of Mark, who admire how much Mark has achieved so far, we are calling on action from the Department of Work and Pensions and job centres to recognise that everyone's mental health benefits when people are in jobs they are good at and enjoy. We might not all enjoy every task we do at work, but everyone deserves to feel a sense of achievement and be rewarded for the work they do. All job centre staff should be fully aware of 2 important reviews in 2024. According to the Lilac Review, disabled entrepreneurs currently account for around a quarter of the nation's 5.5 million small businesses, but represent only 8.6% of the total small business turnover. And the Buckland Review tells us only 3 in 10 autistic people are in work, compared with 5 in 10 disabled people, with autistic graduates being twice as likely to be unemployed after 15 months as non-disabled graduates. The government has said they have a commitment to fund access to work. This is a support programme which aims to help more disabled people start or stay in work. We feel this is not always being offered in a way which works for people with autism at job centres, and we call on others in this situation to share their experiences.
So hopefully you guys have found this information useful. If you have, then do give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I next upload a video, and you can follow me on all my social media websites. I'll also put the documents that were mentioned in the statement in the description box and the comments. And also, for those of you who want to find out more about autism, the Autism Show will be returning again this year. I'll put all the dates, times and locations in the description and comments. I went to the Birmingham event for the last 2 years, so I'll definitely go again for a 3rd year. And don't forget to check out the video presentation I did at the Birmingham show. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.